All right, welcome back, Renegade fans. We are back for game two. This game is against the Long Island Bombers. We are going to get started in just a moment. Up first will be number 46, Joe McCormick.
Yeah, it looks like a baseball.
Something to note before we get started, just so everyone knows. Unfortunately, Long Island had some flight issues and some flights got canceled, so today they only have 5 players, and one of those players is a coach from New Jersey who's putting on a blindfold and getting into the field. So um, they've got to, they're going to really have to work hard today. But I guess Bombers are flying in today, and we do wish them the best of luck. But here we are. We're going to get started. I'm going to zoom out a little bit if I can, and I can't. Apparently, I can only zoom in or out when the camera's not live, but that's all right. We had a pretty successful first game against the Braille Bandits. I was calling, so Brian was doing the live stream, so now I'm back calling I'll be calling the next 2 games, or I'll be commentating on the next 2 games. They're checking the base to make sure it's working. We're having some issues with the third base today. It's not functioning the way it should. We got it working. I think it has something to do with the wire. So we just got to be careful. A lot of base checks today to make sure everything's working. Oh, there we go. I was able to zoom out. There we go. Okay, there we go. Foul tip for strike one.
Like a cat. Like a lion.
Another foul tip for strike two. I don't even know the current temperature right now. So the local temperature here in Beaumont, Texas is 93 degrees. It's quite hot. Hey, Steve, thanks for tuning in. Swing and a miss for strike three.
Come on, Mac. Come on, Joe Mac. Way back, baby.
It's hot. It's also humid. That's a take for a full count. Fly ball that went foul down the third base side. So he's still alive. Hey, Fran, thanks for tuning in. Good, you can come wave. Fun. Foul tip. All right, quick, come over quick. All right, Fran, I don't know if you saw the first game, but Elena did pretty well. She went 2 for 4. Fly foul toward our bench.
am I doing this?
Foul tip. It was short. Unfortunately, it didn't go past the 44.
Joe! Want to get your swings in, huh?
We're doing everything we can to stay cool. We're drinking water every inning. We're using cooling towels. It's quite hot, and the sun just came out again, so we're doing our best to stay cool. Fly ball. So the base did not go off. Jomac ran for third base anyway and was able to score the run. So that is fantastic. That was amazing. And it counts.
Give that man some soda!
I apologize for the spam that we're getting in here right now. I'm going to do my best to block it.
That's the broken one. Can you do off form off the iPad?
Probably.
Joe Mac.
If it's hooked in, you could probably do it. But,
Nice line, brother.
ask it. No, I haven't.
Okay, yeah, never mind then. We're good.
No.
That's the second time he's done it.
Hey, Lisa, thanks for tuning in. Up next is number 53, Sean Devonish.
Somebody call 911! Somebody's fire burning on the base path. Whoa! That's a star hit.
No,
You hit it hard, too.
now Sean sat out most of the first game. He played in the first inning. Did he score in the first inning? I don't remember. In the first game?
You think she'd have a bias? No, I think we had strikeout, and then
Okay.
the score.
Okay. Yep. So Sean, unfortunately, didn't score in the first game when he was in. He sat out most of the game to conserve his energy for the more high energy games. So, but here he is.
I think it's the base wire. You can tell it's not fully, like, part of the plastic's broken. It's not staying on. It's wire, I think, from the base. From the base.
So if I understand
The
correctly,
base had on it a piece of tape that said "Do not use."
I don't know if you heard what Peter just said, but that wire is not working very well on that third base.
Now they're gonna have to figure it out all again.
So, if I understand correctly, when a player yells no base but runs to the base and makes it anyway, the run still counts. So, doesn't happen very often, but when it does, I mean.
Why is there a pause?
I think they're trying to fix the base.
They're not trying to figure out the runs. Let them figure
No.
out. Guys, the longer they're in the field, so they can take as long as they want. They can take absolutely as long as they want because that's just first step. But I agree. If we have time, we should say, can somebody find a new base?
Yeah, we should probably find a new base, or at least a new wire, you know? So I feel like the base is okay. It's more the wire than the base. Thank you, Steve, for validating my statement. They're just trying to decide what to do about the bases. We're not quite sure. I don't know if they figured anything out. We're just continuing, I guess. All right, here we go.
We'll talk when we know more. Hey, we'll just talk to Rob about that.
Grounder, foul grounder down the third base side.
Everybody's early on. Yeah. Well, I mean, Sean was hit last time with the right field.
So it's a foul ball for strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two.
Come on, Sean. Relax. Deep breath. Let's do it.
It can be really tough in this intense heat. So we're trying to keep everyone's spirits up as much as possible, which I think we're doing a pretty good job. Foul ball, fly. Richard, baby. Peter caught that in the air. That was fantastic. Peter.
Lucky I had the glove on.
Dot, Boone, thanks for tuning in. If you could tell us how you're connected to either the Renegades or to Meatball, that'd be great. Foul. All over it.
Work that glove. Flash that leather. You've seen all the pictures. That was two hands?
Our catcher Rob Weissman caught that ball with two hands in his glove. Right. Unfortunately, Sean strikes out.
Sean.
All right.
This is how we do it down in Puerto Rico.
Up next, number 48, David Sanchez. David hit a bomb in the first game, and he scored a run, and it was amazing. And we are also now switching pitchers. Number 7, Peter Connolly, is pitching to David Sanchez. Sanchez, as we like to call him. Grounder down the third base side. All right, so that's 2 on the board for the Renegades. All right, up next, number 37, Shane Canton. Shane also sat out the first game to kind of preserve his energy for these more intense, high-energy games.
Yes.
Swing and a miss for strike one. Ooh. Line drive is making his way down the third base side. And Shane scores time. All right, Dias is up next, guys. Dias. Up next is number 18, Rob Dias. Rob's also set out this first game. What do you do? He's one of our top hitters, and top defensive, and so we needed to save his energy. But here he is, making his 2022 World Series debut. Dias helps us come up with a lot of our calling cards, so hey Alyssa, thanks for tuning in. Ooh. Grounder, and he's making his way down the third base side. And Rob Dias has the run. Hey Sarah, thanks for tuning in. We miss you.
No, it wasn't.
Your brother's doing well, Sarah. So that is 4 for the Renegades. Doing well so far. Up next is number 40, Chris Kimball.
Do it
Yes.
now. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Chris Kimball. Amelia Airedale, thanks for tuning in. If you could tell us how you're connected to either the Renegades or to Beatball, that'd be great. Swing and a miss for strike one. Grounder is making his way down the first base side. All right, so we are back to the. We're back to the top of the order with number 46, Joe McCormick.
Yes.
Hey, Daryl, thanks for tuning in. It's really great to see you. It's Gina. I'm the one doing the live stream. That's awesome. Hey, Erin, thanks for tuning in.
I think it's going to be everyone. There's only five outs to have.
All right. Drew, your friend Katie is tuning in. I guess her Facebook name is Amelia something. Her Facebook name is like her dog's name or something.
Hi, Katie.
All right. All right. So your name is Katie. Awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Erin, thanks for watching. So, Mrs. Sutterly, we're going back to the Woo Sox game in August. I don't know if you're going to be there, but if you are, we'd love to see you. Hey, Mr. Connolly, thanks for tuning in. You boys doing a pretty good job so far.
See you soon.
Mr. Connolly, to answer your question, yes, we did win the first game. I believe the score was like, what, 16-2? 14-2? Something like that. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Come on now.
So, Drew isn't playing currently, but he might make it in. Who knows? We're trying to save his energy. Line drive, making his way down the first base side. And he scores. He's 2 for 12.
Shiny fire burning on the base path.
All right. Up next, number 53, Sean Devonish. All right. Ariana Lexi Rose Rodriguez Jenkinson. Thank you for tuning in. That's your dog. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, Ariana. So Ivan did get to play in the first game. I don't know if you had a chance to watch.
Somebody help Soto. Move.
Oh. All right, we're just waiting to make sure everyone's all set in their spots on defense. Sean is taking a moment to take a knee and rest to make sure he's ready to go. Even though he struck out in the first inning, or at the first at bat, I have no doubt he'll be able to put this ball into play. He is a fantastic beat ball player, fantastic hitter. I have no doubt he'll be able to do this. Daryl, thank you for sharing the live stream. I really appreciate it. Sorry, Mrs. Sutterly. Mrs. Sutterly wasn't my teacher, but she was a teacher at my elementary school growing up. Rita, thanks for tuning in. So if any of you could share this live stream on Facebook with your family and friends, that'd be awesome to get more people to tune in. Feel free to text your family and friends, let them know that this game is happening. Aaron, if you wouldn't mind sharing this with John and Sharon, that'd be cool. Line drive is making his way down the first base side. And Sean scores the run. So, yep, I knew he was going to do it, and he did it. So. All right, excellent job, Sean. Up next is number 27, Luis Soto, pinch hitting for David Sanchez. Well, thank you, Daryl. I hope I get to see you at the game. We're going to be there, I want to say August 4th. It's a Thursday. Yeah, August 4th, we're going to be there. And if you're able to be there, I'd love to see you. And I'd love you to meet our team. Rita, I do like the blind strong hashtag. That's pretty cool. One of the Bombers fans posted on our live stream hashtag blind strong. Foul ball for strike one. Yeah. Ooh, fly ball. He's making his way down the third baseline. And Luis scores. Excellent job, Louis. Hey, JJ, thanks for tuning in.
I got it. Dias. Rob Dias. Regan. Hit the ball and you're gonna score runs.
All right.
Regan smash.
Up next is number 71, Elena Regan. Elena had a pretty good game last game. She went 2 for 4. Put the ball into play quite a bit. I have no doubt she'll be able to do it again. Ron Cochran is pitching to Elena Regan. Grounder, she's making his way. Oh, unfortunately, it went foul. Indy. So Elena's putting the ball into play. Let's hope we can keep it fair. Elena was a rookie last year. I guess is still technically a rookie this year because we had no other rookies. But she's doing well. We actually met her at the Woo Sox game last year, and that's how we recruited her. And she came to our practice, and she absolutely loved it, and she's been with us ever since. And we don't have a lot of female players with us, so it's really nice whenever we get a female player. Yes, she came. Yep. Elena. So yeah, and we first met Elena at a charity game. She came with the Carroll Center teens, running their camp, and she got to watch us play. So she's known about us for a while, but now she's actually eligible to play for us, and she is. She is killing it. She's doing great. All right, it's a full count. 3 strikes, 1 take. Another foul ball, foul short. So Elena's still in this. I have no doubt she'll be able to put the ball into play again. She's done it. Did a lot in the first game. Fly ball. She's making her way down the third baseline. No, unfortunately, she was put out.
Elena, nice little pop.
So, JJ, I apologize. The sound quality isn't the best. I have my AirPods in, and the microphone on these isn't the best. There isn't a ton I can do about it. I apologize. So, there's not a whole lot I can do about the sound. I don't have any better headphones. I'm hoping to get some at some point. Who made that put out? Which is number? Oh, okay, got it. Thank you. It's fine. This is going pretty good. This lasts a long time. All right, up next is number 18, Rob Dias. Brent Erickson, thanks for tuning in. If you could tell us if you're connected to the Renegades or the People, that'd be great. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Fly ball. He's making his way down the third base side. Dias scores again. So Dias is now 2 for 2. All right. Up next is number. Up next is number 64, Rob Thayer, aka Hot Tub.
I was in La La Land for a second.
Hot Tub scored a run in the last game, so. Nine. The score is 9-0. We are still in the first inning. Swing and a miss for strike one. We've gone through our whole lineup twice. Short grounder. He's making his way down the first base side. Oh, and Tug was put out. Put out by number 33, Casey Bond. So that ends the inning. All right, so we are going into bottom of the first. So the Renegades are going into the defense. The score is 9-0. So, and unfortunately, the Bombers only have 5 players, so their 6th spot is going to be an out every single time, just because they don't have a person to play in that spot, unfortunately. Oh, thank you.
You want that for a moment? You're probably playing right side, right?
One, thanks for tuning in. Put the headphone in. Plug it.
Testing. This is Drew, everybody. I just wanted to take a second to plug our fundraiser that we got going on right now. So if you go to the Renegades homepage, we do actually have an NFL Survivor pool that's live right now. It's open until September 8th. It's $25 per pick. But what essentially you do is you pick an NFL team to win every week until they lose, and when they lose, you're no longer in. And you can only pick one team per week, and you can't pick the same team twice. So anybody who's into the NFL, anybody who wants to support the Renegades, go onto the Renegades webpage. All the information's there. There's Venmo information, and then it redirects you to a webpage where you can actually choose your teams, and then the machine that's actually set up to choose the machine to choose the teams. If you forget a week, it will auto pick for you, but there's no guarantee. So please, if you want to support the Renegades, check that out. It'll let you in the bell. Definitely get in on some of that action and support us. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Drew. And that's not the only way you can support us. We always have different ways of supporting us. You can always donate to us directly on the website. You can always purchase a ball for us. They cost about $35, $40 to make. And we've broken a few balls today. Guy broke his second ball of his career in the last game. So that's another way to support us. And you can also buy our merchandise if you go to our website. We have, team jerseys, sweatshirts, hats, all kinds of good stuff. So feel free to check some of that stuff out. And they make great Christmas gifts too. All right. So Long Island is now on the offense. Up first is number 34, Damian Gonzalez. Damian is actually one of the youngest baseball players I've met. He's only 14 years old, and he is the son of the catcher. The umpire is in the way, and since this is official, I don't want to tell him to move. So I feel like that'd be rude. So. it's always nice to see younger people playing this sport. Swing and a miss for strike two. The Renegades try to host clinics for teenagers who are interested in the sport. We don't allow players to play for us until they're 18. They're allowed to practice with us and learn the sport, but they can officially play for us when they're 18. But we try to introduce the sport as early as possible. So we posted a couple of clinics with the Carroll teenagers to get them interested, and we invite them to our charity games and stuff. And we try to find as many young blind people as we can, because it's important for blind people to have a sport like this in order to stay active. All right, so Demian Gonzalez strikes out. Up next, we have number 10, Cruz. Oh, excuse me. The sun went in, we've got a nice breeze going, so luckily the heat is tapering off a tiny bit, but no doubt it'll come back. Lisa, the score is 9-0 Renegades. We are in the bottom of the first inning. That's a foul tip for strike two. Juan, if you could tell us how you're connected to either the Renegades or the baseball, that'd be great. Ooh. Line drive, and they're going for it. All right. And Joe McCullough makes the putout just in time. All right. So that's 2 outs, 1 more, and we're going back on the offense. So up next is number 37, Hill.
That's a guy on the cover of the Beat Baseball book.
Swing and a miss for strike one. Oh, right. Thank you. Forgot to do that. Thank you. I need the clipboard. Check up the middle. And Sean Douglas makes the putout, and that ends the inning. What? Okay, yep. All right, so that was a 3-2-1 inning. The Bombers did not score in this inning. We're moving into the top of the second. Yeah, so between each inning, there is a 2-minute break. This gives the players a chance to get some water, cool off a little bit before going back into the game. This would be a good time to talk about that. The Renegade season does not end after the World Series. We have 3 charity games coming up in August and September. The first one is going to be on August 20th in Salisbury, Massachusetts. We're going to be playing against the Salisbury Firefighters at Lions Park in Salisbury. The second one is on September 11th in Woburn against the Woburn Host Lions Club. The Woburn Host Lions Club is a big supporter for us. And then the third game is going to be on September 24th in Tewksbury against the Tewksbury Firefighters. So feel free to check us out at all three of those games. I'm going to take a minute to talk about the Woburn Host Lions Club. They are one of our biggest supporters, and they're the ones that help us a lot with fundraising. They host a lot of charity events for us, a lot of charity games. They recently invited Sean to speak at their father-daughter night, tell us, talk about his story and to show a little bit what the Woburn Host Lions, what things they support. And we wouldn't be where we are without them. I really, really appreciate it. Special shout out to Frank DeMauro and Brian Doherty. They're two of our closest friends and supporters on the Woburn Host Lions Club. So we really appreciate them and all that they do for us. So thank you so much, guys. So the heat has tapered off a tad. The sun is coming back out, so we know it's going to get pretty hot again. I really appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, feel free to share this with your family, friends, share it on Facebook. Please check us out on all of our social medias: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. I posted a video today to TikTok. I posted a couple of videos yesterday and the day before. You'll be seeing all kinds of TikTok videos this week, especially at the World Series. I also post our TikTok videos to YouTube, so feel free to check us out there. So we're just taking a break to kind of the score is 9-0 Renegades.
Yeah, Rob, it says your subscription's expired. I didn't send an email. Yeah, all right. I was kidding.
Wow, we are really.
They wanted to do that one so bad.
So we kind of modified Joe Yee's calling card and changed it to Ronnie. We love to bust each other's chops, but we do it out of love. All right. Guys, just remember, we're on live stream.
Also, we have game of the day live stream here.
Okay. So actually, I will not be live streaming the third game. The third game is going to be officially live streamed by a local. Who's going to be live streaming the third game? I know it's not going to be me. Who's going to be doing it? Anyway, no, it's not going to be. It's going to be an official person in Beaumont. It's going to be the game of the day. So, and we will let people know how to get to that game. Hey, Naomi, thanks for tuning in. Naomi, your boy did well in the first inning. He went 2 for 2. All right, up next, we're back to the top of our order with number 46, Joe McCormick. Swing and a miss for strike one. Joe has gone 2 for 2 so far, so I have no doubt he'll be able to put the ball in play again. Line drive, and he's making his way down the first base side. And Joe McCormick scores the run. So Joe is 3 for 3.
It's too fast.
It's too fast.
Somebody call 911! Shawty fire burning on my basement.
Up next is number 53, Sean Devenish. Sean is 1 for 2 so far. Struck out the first time, but scored at his second at bat. So I have no doubt he'll be able to put the ball in play again.
It was like a 4 probably. Actually,
David Smoke, thanks for tuning in. If you could tell us if you're connected to the Renegades or to Beatball, that'd be great. Hey, Ashley, thanks for tuning in. Your boy's doing well. He's gone 3 for 3 so far. Hey, David, the score is 10-0 Renegades. Hey, Mama Weissman, thanks for tuning in. Fly ball. Oh, on it, roll foul. Right.
Good job, Shawnee.
Joyce, we're doing well so far. David, if you could tell us how you're connected to either the Renegades or to Beatball, that'd be awesome. I don't know who everybody is. I know who some of you are.
It's a big second.
live stream, may I remind you?
You gotta show it. We just got
Literally a bag of nuts. Trail mix. I'm really.
All right. So that foul was for strike 1. Short little grounder. He's making his way down the first base side. Oh, unfortunately, Sean was put out by. What number is he? 37. Okay, got it. All right. Up next, number 27, Luis Soto. Luis scored in the first inning, and he scored a couple runs in the first game as well, so he's doing well. And Peter Connolly's coming in, pitching to Luis Soto.
I don't know because somebody else is bad. Yeah, he's bad.
Hey, Megan, thanks for tuning in.
No, he is.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
I don't know.
Good so far. We've got 16 people watching. Mixture of Renegade fans and Long Island fans. Megan Fink just tuned in. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Yes, Joyce, the clouds have rolled in. The heat has tapered off a little bit, so that's good. It's yeah, we've got a breeze going, so we're trying to take advantage of it and soak it up as much as possible before the heat sets in again. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Go, you guys got this. Let's go, just need one. Go.
Correct.
Almost into the ball, Louis.
Rounder making his way down the third base side. Oh. And Soda was put out by who? Thank you.
Who's up?
All right. All right. Elena.
Way to battle.
Yep.
Way to battle. Yep.
Regan.
Well, Elena's going to score, so I'm going to take off my cleats.
All right. Start it again.
Regan.
Hit the ball and you're going to score a run.
Up next is number 71, Elena Regan. Elena's held her own so far in this game. She's put the ball into play a lot. Elena was really a great find, and I'm glad we have her on the team with us. She's dedicated. She's talented. You know, she's knows the sport, knows the game. She's learned quickly, and she's done quite well. She's passionate. She loves it. And her dad, Fran, is also a volunteer, which we really appreciate. He's a physical therapist, so he's able to help us from a medical perspective. Swing and a miss for strike one. We got a father-daughter duo on the Renegades, which is pretty cool. So
Regan smash.
Elena was still going. You know, I appreciate that. You know, we didn't give it up even though it went foul.
I just want to knock it down, you know? My bad.
No, he was going to catch it, and I like pretty much NFL snap swatted it.
He's playing free
Yeah, so I wasn't able to get it on camera, but what happened was Elena hit the ball. It went foul it was coming toward our bench. Brian Gurlow was right there, ready to catch it, and Peter swooped in NFL style and just boom, swatted it out. Aaron Griffin, thanks for tuning in. Aaron, if you could tell us how you're connected to either the Renegades or the Feetball, that'd be cool. Short ball, making our way down the third base side.
He's up.
And was put out by Hassani Hill.
All right, Bond. Casey Bond.
All right. So we are going into the bottom of the second inning. The Renegades are going back into the defense.
I'll be up next inning. I'll be starting.
So the score right now, give me a moment, is 10-0 Renegades. And Weissman, our head coach and catcher, is gonna do some catching for Long Island. Interesting turn of events here.
Traitor!
Sorry, bro.
All right, so up first is number 33, Casey Bond. Casey has made a couple of putouts in this game. And just a reminder, the Long Island Bombers only have 5 players with them in this game, or today rather. So their 6th hitter in the lineup is going to be an automatic out because they don't have a 6th hitter. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a very interesting game. Someone give me a thumbs up and just let me know you can hear me. I know the audio isn't the best. I got the AirPods and it's windy. I apologize, but if you can just at least hear me, give me a thumbs up. John Smith, thanks for tuning in. Swing and a miss for strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two. Swing and a miss for strike three. Grounder down the third base side. All right, and Joe McCormick makes the put out just in time.
There you go, Joe Mac. Nice job. Hey, nice lane, Nestor. Nice lane.
All right.
That was Casey. Okay.
Up next is number 18, Nestor Gonzalez. So here's where it gets interesting. Nestor is actually a pitcher for the New Jersey Titans, but since they're not going to the series, the Long Island's were nice enough to allow Nestor to come with them and join their team to come to the World Series, which it does happen if one team isn't going, but one or two players really want to go to the series. Some teams that are going will allow some of those players to join them. So Nestor is a catcher on the Titans normally, and in this case, since they have so few players, Nestor is putting on a blindfold and taking a nap at. So we'll see what happens. This is going to be quite interesting. And it's so Peg. Hi, Peg. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Peg, the reason that Rob is catching is because Nestor Gonzalez, who is batting right now, is normally the Long Island catcher. Weak little grounder up the middle. And Zuccarello makes the put out. All right. So, Peg, to answer your question, Nestor was putting on a blindfold and stepping in to play for the Long Island Bombers. So he's kind of pulling double duty. He's catching and playing, and in that case, he was up at bat, and they needed a catcher, so Rob stepped in.
I just heard a flag. I was there in case.
Right. And Nestor was put out by number 9, Gorilla, so that ends the inning, another 3-2-1 inning.
I heard you come across. Got the grinder, got the shorty.
So we're going into the top of the third inning. James Stafford, thanks for tuning in. If you could tell us how you're connected to either Ball or the Renegades, that would be great. Yeah, we're taking our 2-minute break to give everyone a chance to get some watch. Right.
Just a smidge too aggressive, that's all. I know you knew what you were doing. It looked like that. Yeah.
I think I saw that in like the Friday the 13th movie.
I gave him like upwards for that.
Good movie. You like that Shorty 5? I just feel. I didn't realize it was a Shorty, but that was a Shorty. And that Dice climb on him. Oh, because we're on the way. Yeah, Dice was straight to Zuccarello.
Hi, Mom. Thanks for tuning in. I'm really glad you're able to find this and watch. You came in just in time because the Renegades are about to go into the field. What? I think so.
I'm gonna be up in a second.
So, Mom, wait till you see this. You're gonna love this. It's so cool to watch. So we're taking a 2-minute break right now. The sun's coming out again, so I think it's gonna get quite hot quite fast.
got Drew. We got Elrod.
So for those that don't know, Elaine LeBeau is my mom. I've been telling her all about this, so I'm really glad that she's going to actually get to watch this in person.
Yeah, 2-minute break, Ron. Their chair right there.
So we're kind of just waiting for the 2 minutes to be up so we can go back in and play.
They're starting to go on the field.
All right, so the Bombers are making their way out to the field, so we're going to get started. We're going to get back into the game in a couple of minutes.
Hey, you came into today with 3 career putouts, and you made 3 putouts in that function.
Who was that?
He pulled his entire career putout total in 1 game.
That's pretty amazing.
I did that 1 year, but I would have good call.
So for those that don't know what a putout is yeah.
Why I'm married or tip your spotters, you know?
Yes, I was calling in that last game, and I helped Chris make those putouts. I am quite proud of myself for doing that because I only started calling this year. All right, up next is number 47, Drew Crook. So back to what I was saying. For those that don't know what a putout is what we call a defensive play where someone in the defense picks up the ball before and makes an out. That's how they put out. We put them out. We cause an out.
Mr. B minus. 80%,
Putout.
all you need.
So we're saying 80% because in reality, we don't need our players to go 100% because if you do that, it increases the risk of you getting hurt and also it drains your energy faster. So we'd rather play at a slightly lesser energy, but that'll give them a better quality hit or a better quality put out. Or a better quality run. So kind of like a quality versus quantity type of thing. Foul tip for strike 1.
Just the tip, Drew. You got it.
Hey guys, my mom is watching the live stream. Feel free to say hi to her.
Hi, Mom.
Grounder, making his way down the third base side. And Drew Crook scores the run.
180 ground ball. 180 ground ball, pretty much. Mr. B minus. Drew, baby. Way to come off the bench, Drew.
We have all kinds of songs for people on our team. Like a lot of them. No, we should totally just start an improv group because we totally have the skills for it. What's up with that?
I woke up this morning and I got out of bed.
All right, up next is number 24, Louis Rodriguez. Elrod, we like to call him. Foul tip for strike 1. So Elrod had a pretty successful first game. he was able to score a couple runs. I believe he scored the first run for us in that first game. So I have no doubt he'll be able to put the ball in play again.
We say Lou. We say Lou. Lou. Lemon.
Foul tip.
There you go.
And strike 3.
Bring it. I get shot 4-6.
Unfortunately, Elrod strikes out, but that's okay.
Pick him up.
Pick him up. Pick him up.
All right.
Oh, wait, bench. Bench.
So we are back to the top of the order with number 46, Joe McCormick. McCormick's doing quite well in this game. He's gone 3 for 3 so far. So let's see what else this man can do. Swing miss for strike 1? Yeah. What?
Soto's still in the game?
I mean, he can. I don't. Santos is eligible to go back in, but I don't know if they're going to keep him out. I don't know. Swing and a miss for strike 2. I mean, Sanchez is eligible to go back in if he wants to. But I don't know if Rob's going to do that. Grounder, he's up. Grounder, it ended up rolling foul. Just foul. It was rolling right on the line, but ended up rolling foul.
Oh, pretty mature. That game roll, Rod. Pretty cool. Yeah. Call that a little early, Weissman.
So Joe is setting up again.
Hey, Joe.
It's a take. The count's full, which means there are 3 strikes and 1 take. As we get a total of 4 strikes in beat ball instead of 3. All right, Grounder. Don, you tuned in just in time. And Joe McCormick is safe. 12-0.
Somebody call 911. Shot by a bird on the basement. Whoa!
Up next, number 53, Sean Devenish. Sean did score in the first inning, but was put out in the second. So, 12-0. I have no doubt Sean will be able to put the ball into play again. So, Joe. Hey, Joe. Your mom tuned in just as you hit the ball and got to see you score. Little Grounder making his way down the third base side. And he was put out by number 33, Casey Vaughn.
Senor. Ándale, mama. Soto!
All right, up next, number 27, Luis Soto. Louis scored in the first inning and was put out in the second, so he'll definitely put the ball into play. Let's see what he can do. Got a gust of wind that went by. So the score is 12-0. We have 2 outs, and I believe whenever we get our last out, we'll go into a 12-run rule. And I'll explain what happens when we get there.
If we shut them out, the second
Yeah. Swing and a miss for strike one. Again, the umpire's kind of in the way, but I'm not going to make him move because he does need to see more than I do. Hey, Sarah, thanks for tuning in. Your boy's doing a pretty good job. Swing and a miss for strike two. You may be hearing the umpire call like 10, 20, 30. That's just kind of code for 2 strikes and no takes. So 2-0, 20. Foul tip for strike three. Right. Soto strikes out. So that ends the inning. We are going to bottom of the third. So bottom of the third inning. Give me a moment to count up the score so far. So the score is 12-0 Renegades. So if the Bombers do not score at all in this next half inning, then you move into a 12-run rule, which means the losing team will get to play out the remainder of their outs to either one to kind of help the game move faster and kind of keep it going, two to kind of stop one team from scoring so much and just making the game go on forever, and three it just kind of gives the other team a chance to try to catch up.
I'm gonna put Shane in for Drew. Okay.
Got it.
And then I'm gonna put Kimball in for.
I mean, Kiddo's eligible to just go again and be himself.
Going in here.
Okay. Do I have to write him there, or?
You can go there.
Okay. Sorry, Rob was just explaining a couple things to me for the score sheet. I would assume. So, thanks, Dara. Elena's in the field right now on defense. JJ, I will do my best to figure out what the link is and share it out. I just gotta figure out what it is and find it. But I wanna find it because I do want to share it so that other people can watch. It's okay. Here you go. Rob took my score sheet for a second just to kind of make some changes, fix some things.
Yes, sir.
taking a minute. Up first is the Bombers are going back to the top of their order with uh, Damian Gonzalez. So we're going to continue with the game. Hopefully I get my score sheet back in a minute. Okay.
Kimball's in Devon's spot.
Okay.
Who's doing the on deck circle? Not a Kimball. So Kimball's in your spot, and then Shane's in Drew's spot.
So Damian's a lefty, which we don't see all that often in deep ball. Short fly ball. But it's didn't quite get to make it fair. Guy went for it anyway, which is always good. You always got to be aggressive, regardless if it's fair or foul, until it's called foul. Yep. By the way, your mom says hi.
Hi, Mom.
Rob and Brian are working some things out.
This 46 is
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll fix that.
And then in the 6 hole, do me a favor. Just do. And then it's an automatic K.
Okay.
That's how
Got it.
the ball is done.
All right. Right. Another short rounder that also went foul. Tom JJ said hi. JJ.
Tell JJ I saw some sign down here called Wally.
JJ, I don't know if you heard that, but Rob said he saw a sign down here that said Wallingsville.
I pronounced Wallaceville, but I saw it was Wallingsville. Kimball Ray Short. I had a hard time. So straight up there. I was like, what the hell's going in?
Line drive. On the base side. Joe's going for it. Oh. Damien scores. Joe went for it, but couldn't make it in time. So that is a run for Long Island. So it is now 12 to 1, but Boston is still very much ahead. Up next is number 30, Cruz. Cruz was put out by our own Joe McCormick in the first inning. Chad Summer, thanks for tuning in.
Chad Sumner. Why don't you tell him that we still remember that he was supposed to move to Boston back in the early 2000s to come play for us?
I don't know if you heard that, Chad, but okay. Apparently you're supposed to move back to Boston and play for us?
Yeah, he was talking about moving to Boston.
Oh.
For a job.
Oh. Grounder up the middle. And that's another run for Long Island. It is 12 to 2. Up next is number 37, Hassani Hill. Hassani was put out by Sean Devonish in the first inning. Hey, Patty, thanks for tuning in.
You're going to have to tell him who's up because
Another gust of wind. Line drive. And guys, able to make the put out. So up next is number 33, Casey Bond. Rob is actually going in again to be the catcher because Nestor Gonzalez is on deck. Nestor's normally the catcher for Long Island, but since he's playing in on deck, they need a catcher, and Rob is graciously stepping in. Foul tip for strike one. So Casey was put out by Joe McCormick in the second inning. Swing and a miss for strike two. Foul tip for strike three. All right. Casey strikes out. Up next, number 18, Nestor Gonzalez was Damien's dad. Nestor was put out by number 9, Guy Zuccarello in the second inning.
What is it? A peanut butter?
Can someone grab me one of those two, please? Somebody, don't care who. Thank you. Swing and miss for strike one. What? Thank you. Just caught that sandwich one-handed. Fly foul ball. Line drive up the middle. And Nestor scores. What? Oh, he got it? Oh, okay. So Gonzalez scored, but since there's no sixth player in the spot, next one is that's 3 outs. So Long Island did get themselves on the board with 3 runs in this inning. So the score is now 12-3 Boston. We are going into the top of the 4th inning after a 2-minute break. So give me one. I'm going to...
She's hit second this inning.
So making some changes to our lineup.
Third batter.
12-3.
forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here, miss. Show you right. So we're doing this. 9 at first.
Oh, I
So then the second, we had 1. So it goes 1, 10. Right. We had 2 in the third.
thank you. No, just filling in some things for me that I kind of forgot about.
Alright,
The other side
so
too.
Ivan's gonna hit for Elrod. Okay, so that means Peter's got Shane and Ivan back to back. Sanchez, you're gonna re-enter and play defense.
Okay.
Okay?
What position is gonna be? Okay.
No. Nah. Why don't you go to Rover? Let Sanchez play third. Sound good?
Rob, JJ wanted me to ask you if you remember when Dino and he took, I think it was Hassani, out of the baselines in Stockton.
2009, I think.
So JJ, if you can hear that, Rob does remember that. It was in 2009. All right. 2 minutes is up. Fourth. We're halfway through the game. Guys, make sure you're eating too. I have sandwiches. Please eat. Okay.
No lunch comas, guys. Get your snacks.
Okay.
It's on the table at the end. If you can find that snack on the like, if you look at the field, it's on the right side. Why don't you go for some morning?
Ivan's in the hole for Louis.
Okay. So we are back in the game. Up first, we have number 71, Elena Regan. Elena's put the ball in play both times during her at bat.
A ball and you're gonna score runs.
This girl could put the ball into play, so let's see what else she can do. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna back up a little bit because the sun is moving and I don't want my phone or anything else to overheat. All right. Give me a minute to make some adjustments here. Okay. And we're back. My ball! Headed right to the camera. fly
Send
foul.
it fair, please.
The second time you've come for us. Starting to take it personal.
That was like a wrong way. Really, I don't know how she got that wrapped around.
So be sure to share this live stream with your family and friends to help everyone know that we're playing and they can watch. Ooh. Line drive. She's making her way down the first base side. Elena scores. Nice job, Elena. Yeah, she did. Yeah.
He said I killed that thing. No, we like to help her back.
Oh, yeah. She's a lady. Nobody?
Left me out there. Sweet, Elena.
All right, up next, number 37, Shane Canton. Shane did score in this first inning.
Beautiful.
But he's in a different spot in the lineup now. So the score is now 13-3 Renegades. Swing and a miss for strike one. Line drive, and he's making his way down the first base side. And Shane scores.
It's Ivan, I think. I'm so far away.
Nice hit, Shane.
Good job, Shane.
That thing's still rolling.
All right, up next,
like a bouncer.
number 1, Ivan Rodriguez.
Very far.
Ivan's one of the 3 rookies we had last year. He spent some time in the defense today. Short little grounder. All right. So, all right. It was a no base, so we get to do over. So it's very important that if the base doesn't go off, that the batter yells no base, and it doesn't penalize them in any way. So I think they're checking the bases again. We've had issues with these bases all day long. Gotta go dunk it. Hey, Sandra. Thanks for tuning in. Sandra, your boy's done well today. He's gone 4 for 4. So we're pausing a little bit. Everyone's taking a knee to kind of preserve some energy. The Long Island coach and umpire are having a discussion. Yeah. Even Peter was taking a knee to kind of preserve some energy. Okay, so yep, Irod gets a do-over in this case. Yep. Foul ball headed toward the Long Island bench. Line drive. He is making his way down the third, but unfortunately he was running into the right into the opposing team's bench. So and he ended up getting put out by Damian Gonzalez. Ana Milagros Martinez Rodriguez, thanks for tuning in.
Oh, it's scary. One of the hardest hit balls today.
All right. Up next, number 46, Joe McCormick. Joe has done very well today in this game. He has gone 4 for 4. Yeah. And he's scored us a lot of runs, made a couple of putouts.
Yeah, for sure. I thought I was listening for the bass, but it was star on that. Hell of a hit. Plus, another thing is you call no bass on the first pitch. That was good. Like that. We'll get the line going, right?
Swing and a miss for strike one.
What you got, kid? Come back. Take a jump back.
Foul tip for strike two.
Get in mid. Get a pop. Come on, Sparky. Come on, Captain. What do you got, Slugger? Come on, Ellie. Come on, Chad.
All kinds of nicknames.
What you got, Sparky?
Swing and a miss for strike three.
Choke and throw, kid. Choke and throw. Come on, little pep, little shake, little bingo.
Come on.
Rattle the lumber, wiggle the timber. Come on, baby.
Let's go, Big Mac with fries. And a milkshake. All right, that's a take, so it's a full count.
Money's time. Don't beat him.
Grounder making his way down the first base side. And Joe McCormick scores.
We're trying to conserve energy. We're trying to conserve energy. Which one is it? Conserve, baby, conserve. Everybody yell in a really loud voice.
All right. So, Sandra, glad you're able to see that, and I'm glad your 91-year-old father-in-law got to see that. So, Joe.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. Hit the ball, Chris Kimball.
Up next, number 40, Chris Kimball. It is 15-3. That was a line drive foul ball down the third base side. We call that a quality foul meaning it was a really good hit, but wasn't there.
Someone doesn't stop.
So Joe, your aunt Sandra is watching, and she said she's watching with her 91-year-old father-in-law.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, for me.
So Sean had the cooling towel, and he's wearing it over his head, down his neck, so which makes him look like he said he called himself Sean of Arabia. So I'm just gonna give you a shot of that real quick. There you go. All right, back to Kimball. All right, swing and a miss for strike two. Swing and a miss for strike three.
Oh, this one. Oh, that's all good.
Fly ball, and unfortunately it lands foul. Joe, Sandra says that Papa Pothier is very impressed with how we play. Oh, foul ball. Short ball. Right to our bench.
Chris, we give you a 90-degree arc to swing to. Come on, kid.
Alright, so Chris is all over the place. He's alive though. We're
Pitch count up on Ron. Gotta ice that arm, Ron. Snake oil. I think he's gonna get that family back.
just one so far in this inning. Line drive. He's making his way down the first base side.
That's a run.
Kimball scores.
Oh, I forgot Kimball was that entire the whole at that. Yeah. And the last 9 minutes brought to you by Chris.
Yeah, that was kind of a long at bat. Forget that it's the same person. All right, up next, number 27, Luis Soto.
06 flashbacks on the mound.
So the score is now 16-3 Renegades.
Nice job, Chris. Ready?
16-3 Renegades. So Kimball, your mom said that she and your Grammy and Papa are watching, and they said nice hit. swing and a miss for strike one. So, Janice, I appreciate you tuning in. I'm glad you got to see your boy score. All right, we got a player coming out. I think he's struggling a little bit health wise due to the heat, which it's so hard. And we're in Texas, and so I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do here.
How many outs, Gina?
Just one.
Yeah.
So since we had a Long Island player come out, due to health reasons, they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. So we're just going to take a minute. Right. Elena's taking a knee, which is good. She's on deck. All right. I guess Nestor said they're going to play with four. Okay. All right, Megan, I'm sorry you weren't able to be here earlier. Well, I know they'll be very happy to see you guys. Yeah. Or for the airport or whatever. She said they won't get there until June 3.
James was saying at best they'd here by 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Are they in Houston?
Um, I'm not sure. So,
Plane land?
Megan, has your plane landed yet? Are you still in Houston, or have you made it to Houston yet? Or where are you guys at right now? Just out of curiosity.
The next 2 years, hang on, well, next year is more than
All right, yeah. So their Bombers are going to play with four players. We'll just see what happens. All right, that's swing and a miss for strike two. Ryder Soto is up at bat right now, number 27.
yeah.
All right, so the swing and a miss for strike three. Foul ball down the first base side. Another what we call a quality foul.
QF.
Just checking my phone, make sure it's not overheating. All right, we're good. So, Katie, you're right. Texas is absolutely unforgivable with this heat. So we're doing what we can to stay cool, drinking lots of water, trying to stay under the shade. We have cooling towels, trying to keep our spirits up, doing anything we can to combat the heat. Foul tip.
Fighting off his pitches.
All right. So Soto strikes out. Oh, never mind. Foul tip. Still alive. Another foul ball to the first base side.
Peter. Good job, Peter. Come on, let's go. Soto's a warrior. Let's go, Soto. Telling you, man, you've seen all the pitches.
Underneath this rookie now you haven't seen before.
We got him.
Line drive, and he's making his way down the first base side. And Soto scores.
Nice call about the left field kid. I was kind of kidding. Hey, Soto, that's not bad in the tournament, baby. How many pitchers was that? Gina?
I'm making
33. 37. Elena. 109.
up next. Number 71, Elena Regan. Elena did score previously in this inning, so we'll see if she can do it again. Yep. We've gone through, again, we're going through a second round of the lineup in this inning.
I'm in the hole right now.
Hang on, there's a hat that I'm stepping on. Swing and a miss for strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two.
The second swing, we told him he was stepping to shorten the distance between his feet. He completely missed it. We said, we never mind. So we would like take care of that.
Yep, we got him.
Swing and a miss, I believe. Yeah. Foul tip. Yeah, it was short.
Way to go, Elena! You got this! Anybody?
Had a girl. Regan. Regan. Why that's so funny.
All right, Elena strikes out.
Sorry,
That's
Elena.
okay.
Sorry, Elena. Okay, Elena. Good pass.
All right,
Shane.
Shane.
Ivan. Mac in the hole. Hallelujah, Shane, man.
Up next, number 37, Shane. Shane scored a couple of runs in this game so far. So let's see what he can do this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17. So it is 17-3 Renegades. Line drive up the middle. He's making his way down the first base side. And Shane scores.
Hey, Peter, who's pitch?
18-3. All right, up next, number 1, Ivan Rodriguez. Stop that ball with my foot. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Ron, Sarah said hi. Said Sarah said hi, Ron. Ron said hi. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Come on, Ivan.
All right, Ivan strikes out. So that ends the inning. We're going into a 2-minute break, and then. Okay. Oh, I guess we're gonna get a 5-minute break this time. We have to give the players more of a chance to cool down.
David's gonna go in. Guys, he's gonna go play left field. Yeah.
Biggest concern there.
So give me a minute to tell you the score, and I'll tell you what we're up to at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the score is 18-3 Boston. 18-3 Boston.
I don't know. I didn't know if you had.
I'm not sure if that Long Island player is going to go back in. We'll see what happens. I mean, the Renegades are doing quite well despite this insane heat and having to stand in the sun for quite some time.
Put Sanchez in for Ivan.
Got it. I'm not in a room, Rob.
Yeah, delicious. Yeah.
Okay, give me a minute. I gotta put some stuff here.
I don't usually eat a lot of things. I don't want to get fat.
It's a good one.
We're gonna be a 12 round.
All right. Yeah. So. All right. So we will eventually go to the top of the 4th. I'm pretty sure we're gonna 12 run these guys. So just to kind of get this game to end. All right. You guys don't want to stay in the field. I'm going to turn the live stream around, and you all can wave and say hi to the camera. Feel free to say hi to anyone you want to. Like.
All right, listen, if you're there.
Yeah. It tells me who come on. They don't tell me if they leave the live stream or not. So hopefully they're all still watching. Yes, Sarah, we are playing the game of the day next against the Gateway Archers. I guarantee it'll be a much more intense game. So, Sean's mom says hi to everybody. All right, yeah. All right. I'm gonna turn this back around. Dang it. My charger keeps falling off. Yes. I haven't seen her. She might be. I mean, they don't show every single person that tunes in. Katie, don't worry. I won't tell anyone. I'm sure Drew won't tell anyone either. So, Drew, Katie said, still watching while I work. Don't tell my boss.
Brian, do you want to call?
All right.
Right there. You go out there. I think you're going out there for 9 minutes. I don't know. Where it is.
You don't have to do it now. Like, you could go out and then when we put them in 12, whenever you want, go out there.
Katie's in Texas.
Oh, is she? Oh, awesome. Oh, yeah. I think she said that in one of her previous comments. Sweet. That would be awesome. I'm gonna step away from the camera for a moment and get a water, but I still have my headphones in, so. So, Katie, as far as I know, there are no food allergies. I know we have one vegetarian, but other than that, we're good. Yeah. Turn the camera on, you guys. I'm just gonna. They don't want to stare at anybody here, so I'm just gonna turn the camera. Just be aware that you're on camera. We're just chilling, trying to stay cool.
Everybody, live stream turned around.
Live stream's turned around looking at you because they don't want to start an empty field. This is more interesting. Oh, guy. We're all putting on the cooling towels to keep cool. It's a great find by Brian. And loving the look, Brian. That's great. Yeah.
Ain't nothing but a cheap thing, baby.
Brian's wearing it like a do-rag. Guy is gone. Yeah. And Shine's still Sean of Arabia. And Joe Max got a Mother Mary thing going on here. And Kimball's wearing his like a cape, like he's a superhero. And Drew's got a big old jug of water. And yep. So we got Peter Arabia right here.
So in my defense, that's not even a volunteer. That's me skip it on a flat. Dang it.
All right, one more minute, and then we are getting back into this game. All right, we're getting back into it.
Any balls and playing the fourth inning now, right?
It's the fourth inning right now. Bottom of the fourth.
Oh no, I already did.
Rob, confirm just in case. Rob, you confirming with him just in case?
All right, so Long Island is going to go back to the top of their order with hello with Damian Gonzalez. Sean, you want to do the live stream for a minute while I go to the bathroom?
See the ball, but okay. Hey everybody, how you doing? Sean Devonish here. Perhaps the better half of this married couple, who knows? I'm not going to be able to track the ball for you, so hopefully Gene is quick. For those who don't know, it's hot. It's really hot out here, and we've been doing nothing but hydrating since, at least I have, since about 3 weeks ago. So we're hanging in there. Long Island will be coming up, I believe, at the top of their order. I don't have the clipboard on me, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to read it anyway. Um, I believe Damian Gonzalez is the leadoff hitter. Um, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I believe he's only a teenager. Um, one of the bright young uh, players in this league. He's somewhere around 14, 15, something like that. Um, yeah, I'm not sure if Gina said it, but we got a color change. We've got Brian Grillo replacing Peter, and then Jason Lonchek is shifting over to the right side. The right side caller, and Brian's going to take his traditional left side. So yeah, we're just chilling here. Gina has returned.
Okay. I'm going to back this up a little bit just so it's out of the sun. All right, I'm just going to give up on those. Charity block, this phone is pretty charged. All right, I think people can still see pretty well. Swing and a miss for strike one. Oh, take a headphone. Take a headphone. Foul tip for strike two. Yep. Yeah. Swing and a miss for strike three. Are we? Okay. It's 18-3. Fourth. Grounder up the middle. And Joe McCormick makes the putout just in time. I don't know because I was following the ball, but if I believe you, if
Go back. You might as well just play midi.
all right. Number 30, Cruz.
Oh, John Cruz.
Yes.
I had an opportunity to speak to John Cruz on the beginning of the Philly tournament. Cruz! Former football player, big guy, a lot of power.
You ready, Sanchez?
He's a little rookie, I'm not 100% on that, but he's definitely a future in this league.
Wiseman, could you please move? Thank you. And Rob Dias makes the putout.
No. So, that's 3 outs.
Because, yep, Hassani Hill came out of the game because due to, yep.
So, what we got coming is this is in the 12-run rule. We've got
Hey, so Hussein Hill is a strikeout.
Oh, yes.
Okay?
I got it.
So Hussein Hill and we got 6 spots to strike out.
Got it.
so then we're going to step to the top, bottom of the fourth, move on to the bottom.
I have, but it's good to refresh people because I haven't talked about it in a little bit.
If the team manages to score, they bat until they get 12 runs. They're back up to where the other team. Long Island scored 15 runs here. They came back. They would continue until that happened. But if they got them back, we would get the outs from the in home back. We're just skipping ours unless they're.
And again, it's a way to, one, prevent,
Drubbing. And then, but it also allows the team to get a beat by a lot and have a few at bats.
yeah, it allows lesser experienced people to play. It keeps the game moving so it doesn't just go on forever and ever and ever.
I'll tell you, having been on both sides of it, it's a tough thing.
Yeah.
Real mental test. That's
It
why you feel a
is.
little hot. Future.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to have, but I do feel it's necessary. Fly short call. And Rob Dias makes the putout. Casey somehow managed to go around him. I thought that was kind of funny.
Right to the line.
Right there, the ball was right on the line. Dias was going for it. Casey managed to run around him.
I heard a lot of crawling in the eye. Diaz is one of the more aggressive ballers. He does a nice job attacking that ball.
All right. Up next is number 18, Nestor Gonzalez with Rob Weissman catching.
So we have
No.
There are 2 teams that have used the stool for their catcher. It's now the Long Island Bombers and the Boston Renegades. Nestor Gonzalez, big guy, real big guy. 36
Something like that.
well over 2 bills.
So Peg Weir in a 12-run rule. It is now the top of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth, I apologize. and the score is still 18-3 Renegades. So it's an official 12-run rule. Swing and a miss for strike one. Nestor did score earlier in this game today. Swing and a miss for strike two. Absolutely. Got a grounder up the middle. Nestor did score the run. They didn't quite get the.
So we got 2 outs in the inning.
Yep, so they don't have a sixth person. That is next is a strikeout.
So that brings up
Yep, it does. So, Phone is struggling to charge.
the classic Rob White. Perfect.
What was it called? Was it called?
6 right up the gun from base, right at him, literally right at him.
So you got the strikeout for the 6 hole, right?
Correct.
So where are we? Are we in the 6th yet? Or are we
No, bottom 5, 2.
Bottom 5, 2 outs.
Four outs.
One of those, I think, is already a game. Yeah. I think pretty much only have 3 outs. They're going after it.
All right, I'm having some buffering issues. I apologize. Grounder. Yep, it rolled foul.
Might have had him. Might have had him.
Nice job, guys.
You see his athletic position. He looks good.
All right, so that's what we call a quality foul. It was a hard hit grounder, but it didn't. It could stay fair.
Yeah, that 5 that he had should have been a gimme too. I don't know. He did 5.
He said he went to the wrong way. Ball back up to the plate after that ground ball fouled him.
Third base side. And 18 Rob Dias makes the putout.
Again, aggressive with that left turn.
He
We're not
is.
going to the bottom of the 6th.
Yep, so we're in our final inning of the game. Bottom of the 6th.
We'll have bottom of the 6th. It's a tough spot for each defender out there. Guys doing a nice job keeping on his toes. He's in 7 games. Seems to be clouding up a little bit, huh?
It is. It's done that periodically throughout the day, which is actually a good thing. It kind of helps taper off the heat a little bit. Number 30, Cruz. Swing and a miss for strike one. He did score once today in this game. Just put out the other 2 times. Foul tip. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Yes, I think it is. They're quite the duo.
Some might say.
All right, so Cruz strikes out. Oh, yep, and
And we get to strike
get
out
the
the runner
second
for 2
strikeout.
outs.
So up next is number 33, Casey Bond. Casey has made a few putouts today in this game. Yeah. Mm, I think he did. Actually. Yep, he did. Hey, Dave, thanks for tuning in. So, Dave, the score is 18-4 Renegades. We are in a 12-run rule at the bottom of the 6th inning. Dave got him. Got a gust of wind going by. Swing and a miss for strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two. Rounder up the middle. Going for it. And Shane Penn makes the putout to end the game. All right. Yep, that's the end of it. 18-4 Renegades. Yep.
Our next game will be against.
Yep. Yep. So I know Gateway, they're gonna give us a run for our money. So, but I have no, absolutely. Yep. I have no doubt that the Renegades will be able to do well though because they've done pretty well all day today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And so the third game is going to be.
Yeah, Bomber. That's the shirt that they have. I believe they're. Hello, Bomber. Hello, Bomber. Hello, Bomber. Thank you, volunteers.
Yep. So thanks for tuning in, guys. The next game is actually going to be the game of the day. So I will not be live streaming it from the Renegade page, but I will share the link if and when I find it. And we'll. Yep. Oh, so if you go to the NBBA Facebook page, National Beat Baseball Association, they'll be the ones doing the live stream. Our game is the game of the day there, so you can go there and you'll be able to watch the game on that live stream. What time is that game starting? That game starts. That game starts at 2:30. So again, thanks for watching. We will see you soon.